Hello everybody. I have been trying to find slash do something interesting so I could put up another video because it's been forever since I have done so. But today I had you could maybe call it an adventure. So I went, a lot of you know I'm helping to write a game for the computer science IT people, something computers something, and so they needed a writer, so I'm doing the writing for that. So we meet every Wednesday, and that's at school. And so I was walking back, and I was taking like not the main road because it's really trafficy, and I go that way every single time, and I must not have been paying attention because I ended up way somewhere where it wasn't supposed to be. So that was like 20 minutes out of my way. And then I looked up on the map. I was like, okay, that's fine. Like, I'll just find the closest bus station, or bus route thing. Why can't I talk? Okay. So yes, I was just going to go home. So I looked it up on my phone, and I saw the little path the GPS was telling me to take, and I wasn't paying attention to which way I was facing. So I started walking in the opposite direction. And so then I looked at my phone again, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. It ended up being closer to go to a train station instead of a bus station, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but it was the Berryland station, which is like in the middle of nowhere. It was like wilderness paths in a mile radius all around it. Anyway, so I got there. And then train was delayed. Oh, keep in mind, it is pouring down rain this whole time. Pouring down rain. So I finally get there, and I have all this stuff to do. And at the meeting, we had talked about all these changes that we were supposed to make to the story structure. So that's a lot of changes that I have to make. Plus, today I have to write another excerpt for my novel, because I'm lucky enough to have. There's a woman who is going to look over it and help me edit it, so I need to work on that, and I have very, very limited time with work and school, and I just have a lot of projects going on right now. And so anyway, so I get there, and I get to go to pull my Oyster card out, and my Oyster card isn't there. I'm rummaging through my bag. I can't find it anywhere, and if you don't know, the Oyster card is like you put it to a little card reader, and it's like a ticket basically, and it pays for your way onto the buses and the trains. And so I couldn't find it anywhere, and I was like, oh, I know it's because I was pulling, because the whole time I was pulling my gloves in and out of my pocket because it was too cold to not be wearing them, but then I couldn't get on my phone with them on, and blah 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 blah. So anyway, I couldn't find my Oyster card. So then, I probably shouldn't be saying this, so then I was like, oh well, Berrylands doesn't have the guard who like checks it, and New Malden doesn't have a guard who checks it either. So I was like, I'm still gonna do it. I'm gonna take the train and not pay for it. And I feel like shit. I did a bad thing today, and I deserve to be arrested. But eventually, I made it back home. Even though I was wearing my nice sparkly red Chucks, and they got a little wet. And yeah, I had 2 cups of tea at once. Like, I made myself 2 cups of tea when I got home because I was so just like chilled to the bone. And I'm hearing myself tell that story, but it really doesn't sound that bad. But to me, it felt terrible. And I was up early this morning for work, and feel bad for me. Thank you. So that's my update. Hope everybody's having a good time. Wherever you are, whatever country you're in, blah, blah, blah. Peace out, homies. Yeah, okay, yeah. Ooh, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ee. Hello, everybody. Rebecca Compton speaking. It is 1 o'clock in the morning. I am walking back from work. Managed to catch a train. Had to do it from New Malden. So I'm walking from New Malden instead of Montsboro Park, which might not be a good idea because it's really late and it's kind of scary. And it's really foggy, which looks really pretty, I think. But I don't know if you can see it. Oh, see? Yeah, so it's really pretty. And I feel like I have to whisper. But anyway, I met this lady at the at Clapham Junction when I was waiting to catch a train, and I had 3 granola pots that we had to get rid of, and so I told her, and I was like, hey, I can't carry all of these. Do you want one? I'm gonna eat one and then take the other one home, but I can't carry this extra. And she's like, oh yeah, and so she started talking to me, and she said she was at a party for her colleague. She works in advertising, and I know you can't see me whenever I'm not directly under a lamppost, but anyway, she was at a party for a colleague who was quitting, and they were drinking, and she was just being so silly, and I had my luau gear, which there would be a video to follow soon about that, and she was telling me about all these different drinks, and she's like, oh, Rebecca, you've got to try blah 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 blah. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was fun, and then we met this other poor guy on the train, who, her name was Emily, this woman. She was forcing him to tell us what his favorite drinks were and stuff like that, and it was just a lovely time. Thought it was gonna suck because I hate closing, but it ended up being okay. But I'm gonna go, pay attention, so I don't get mugged. Okay, bye guys. Yeah. Hello everybody. So obviously I made it home okay last night. And so today I had to run to Tesco and I got some crisps, and this is what they're called. Because I saw them and it was just too tempting to resist. Goat's cheese and sticky chili jam. So here we go. We're gonna do this together. First bite. Good. It's really good. It's like sweet and salty at the same time. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna try. Just kidding. So anyway, also I got a deal on some discount Christmas tea, which smells like Christmas and it's actually kind of making me sad. But yeah, that's my update for now. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, it's just a little bit of rain. You'll be fine. No! I just got back. And it was terrible. I was like, oh, I'll walk to the pub and get some stuff done, which I did, and I got a lot done. And it is just shit weather outside. And when I was walking there, it wasn't terrible. It was raining and a little windy, but it wasn't too bad. And I was like, oh, I'm so surprised when English people, because I walked past these old people, and they're like, oh, it's lovely weather we're having, ha 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 ha. And I was like, I'm always surprised when the English are, think that the weather isn't worth commenting about because it's, so normal, like this, all the time. And I was like, oh, ha ha ha, like, that's so funny that I've noticed that, blah, blah, blah. And then I got a bunch done, and then I was leaving, and it was a disaster. I was wrestling I don't know if anyone has ever done this before, but it's like so windy, and your umbrella is not, like, bending inside out, yeah, but it's also bending, like, in because the wind is so strong, and you're, like, going like this, like, pointing the umbrella everywhere, and oh my god, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. I'm in such a bad mood now. And I was in such a good mood earlier. And I just don't know what's happening to my life. Ah!